We're in St. Thomas, Virgin Island.
One of the oldest Lutheran churches outside of Europe, built in 1666, right here. Dutch Reformed Church, 1668. Moravian Church, 1843. We have a Methodist church that's over 100 years old, built in 1912. It is one of the oldest in the Caribbean. But we have everything, guys. Commercial fishing here, all used for personal use and for the local restaurants. We have lemon sharks. We have black tips. We have reef sharks, surf sharks, bull sharks, barracuda. Nothing too aggressive. You don't hear about shark attacks like you do in Florida or California. Waters are too warm in our area. Anybody have any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
That property we just passed on the left, is that one person's house? That's this thing right here. Is
No,
that
those are condos.
Oh, they're condos.
Yeah, it's called Shibowi.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty. You know what? It's beautiful, but my sister lived there once. They have a rodent issue.
Oh.
Yeah, so it looks really good, but I mean, they probably took care. This was a few years ago. I'm pretty sure they took care of that rodent problem.
Look at it from this end, sis.
It's beautiful. The views are amazing.
When you said people are sent away when they get really sick, is that to Puerto Rico or where do they go?
Well, Puerto Rico's the closest major hospital. A lot of people use Jackson Memorial, which is I think in Florida.
Florida, yeah, Miami.
Yeah, so that's the one that we use. A lot of people have Massa, which is the air ambulance. I have Massa. It's $360 a year for 6 people. It's not bad. No, a lot of people have Aflac.
Yeah.
Our hospital, if you have anything but Cigna, Medicare, Medicaid, you're in trouble. That's all they take. It's a government hospital. Oops, gotta be careful how I say that. The person I told that to wasn't happy that I said it was government owned, but it's a fact. It still has mold on the walls from the hurricanes. If you they just recently started doing the epidural. My wife gave me 4 kids at that hospital, no epidural.
Oh.
They didn't administer it.
I did it on there.
If God forbid, if you have cancer, you can't live here. Okay. If you're on dialysis, they only have a private dialysis unit, no government dialysis. So it's a little tough, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I'm just giving the facts, guys. They should work on that. We just put in our governor again. Hopefully he'll take care of that. All right, you guys remember Charles Lindbergh?
Yes.
This is where he landed on January 31st, 1928 on the Spirit of St. Louis. So the address for all these homes below us, Estate Lindbergh Bay. The beach to the left of the airport, Lindbergh Bay Beach. Down at the end, that green building, that's Lindbergh Bay Hotel. Water and Power Authority straight across, diesel tube powered steam turboils again. that power 3 islands. Underwater cables torn from St. Thomas, St. John, Water Island, Hassel Island. I'm sorry, 4 islands, but actually 5 because it also generates power to the Epstein Island, believe it or not. It's just south of us, that island. Great St. James and Little St. James. So they're a part of our chain of islands. Okay, the island behind your boat, that is Water Island. That's the 4th United States Virgin Island. Again, that one was given back to us in 1996 by the Department of Interior. When you guys jump back on your boat, if you stand on the left side of it and you look back, you'll be able to see the bunkers. All right, it's again 491 acres with about 200 people again that live there all year round. Now, the reason why it wasn't a part of our chain of islands was because right after the Second War, the U.S. military stored their chemical weapons on several places inside the U.S. Believe it or not, that was actually one of them. Oh. All right, so again, 491 acres. Again, this is all the Caribbean, warm water. Any questions? Did I answer your question, man?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we are what's called protected territories of the United States. Can anyone tell me what that means? Don't everybody rush at the same time. All right, protected territories mean, first of all, we're all U.S. citizens. Everyone born here is born a citizen. But what it means is it means that we're unincorporated territories. Unincorporated means that our taxes rotate locally. So we have a federal and a local income tax that are combined. So we provide roads, police cars, medical schools. The only thing that goes out is Social Security, which eventually comes back to you, of course, if you live that long. But as a territory, we have a governor. We have a lieutenant governor. We have 15 senators, 7 on each island, 1 on St. John, 1 representative in Congress that represents us. She's a delegate, which means
What's her name?
No voting.
no voting. We don't vote for the president, not even the primaries. As a protected territory, we do not have that privilege. But we have all the benefits the United States has. Unemployment, Medicaid, welfare, disability. In case of a natural disaster like a hurricane or storm, we got the National Guard, the Coast Guard, VITEMA, FEMA, the Red Cross, even the Salvation Army. Everything is the same except for 3 things. The driving on the left. We are the only territory that belongs to the U.S. that still drives on the left. Our taxes rotate locally, and we have no voting. Everyone else is voted in by the people of the territory. No one's appointed. So we have a gubernatorial election every 4 years, senatorial election every 2 years. Are we happy? Of course we are, guys. We had 6 other countries that owned us. Everyone neglected us. You know why no one wanted us? No natural resources. No gold, no fresh water, no oil. You see all these homes up on the hills? Talked about all that rain we had about 2 weeks ago. Well, all these homes have cisterns. You guys know what cisterns are, right? Storage tank. Under every house, it's a storage tank. You guys have attics and basements? We have cisterns. It's concrete, steel reinforced with an opening on top. Looks like a swimming pool in your building. But the house is built on top of it. And if you look around, you notice all the homes have guttering, metal roofs. So we collect the water from off the roofs, goes under that house, stores the water. Rainwater is the best water. Very clean, very safe. People hook up filtration systems to it. You know, precaution. You never know, you get a dead iguana in there, you're in a lot of trouble. But it's very good. We do have a rainy season, again, September, October, November, but it is tropical. We get rain all year round. We get approximately 40 to 50 inches of rain a year. If we run out of water, we have to buy it. 5,500 gallons can run you $400, and that comes from that desalinization plant. The desalinization plant that's hooked up to the power grid provides water only to the city. Everybody else depends on rain.
Wow.
All right, portable septic, no portable septic. You guys have leach fields? We have to pump ours out. Every house has a septic tank right outside. It's volcanic rock, so it doesn't seep through the earth like other places. We have to pump it out. We have water treatment plants on each side of the island that dispose of it. Why? Volcanic rock, guys. Volcanic rock won't seep through the earth. The burial grounds. Anybody go downtown this morning?
Not yet.
All right. We bury above ground. There's 2 reasons why we bury above ground. You're familiar with 1 reason. That's the water table, flooding. But the most important reason why we bury above ground, because it's volcanic rock. Can't dig. So mausoleums are big, cremating is big. Family members bury one on top of the other up until 3 levels. Why 3 levels? Well, we not only get hurricanes, guys, we get tsunamis and earthquakes too. And they give you a 100-year lease. Don't ask what happens after, guys. Don't want to know. 100 years, that's all you get.
Construction.
The landfill, I hate to put them together, but anything non-biodegradable, we actually have to barge out of here. Tires, batteries, aluminum, metal. Who can tell me why? Volcanic rock. Can't dig, can't bury anything, so I'll get shipped out to recycling companies around the country, guys.
Does that cost you guys?
Of course it does.
That's your trash and water?
It's very
Literally.
expensive, guys, but you know what? It's a beautiful place.
What's the average lifespan? Is it a lot?
It's a good question.
Don't
You know what? You know, we got a good, we got good lifespan here, guys. I mean, there's so much that grows here. Even for COVID, we didn't have a bad COVID, and everyone that caught it recovered. Our vaccination rate was at 42%, and that 42%, more than half of that was people from outside that came in to take it.
Yeah.
I dare you to go to a Rastafarian and tell him, dude, are you taking a vaccine? I dare you. No. We didn't have that problem. Everyone that caught it recovered. We had a few deaths, but for the most part, it wasn't a big deal here, guys. Thank God, because our hospital sucks. That would have been a big problem.
Yeah.
One time we had 2 Royal Caribbean boats that came in on a Sunday, and they had everyone on it got sick. This was before the pandemic. They had like a virus or something, and thank God, a little Advil and a little Pepto-Bismol took care of that.
Is this the one with that had a quarantine
Yes,
situation?
a few years ago. There was 2 Royal Caribbean boats.
Yeah.
The Grandeur, I think, was one, and there was another one. And they both came in, something with the food or something. Everyone had like the run-ins. It was
Probably
like a virus.
norovirus.
I think it was probably the food. But, you know, thank God they brought in some Pepto-Bismol and some Tylenol and Advil, and I think that took care of that. But no one could have gotten off. But if that was a real big issue, we're talking 6,000 to 8,000 people, that would have been a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
What's
God.
the average cost of a home here?
Okay, good one. Average cost of a house here starts at $500,000 and up. That $500,000 house, you're gonna dump $100,000 into it. It's a fixer-upper. But that mortgage crisis the U.S. had a few years ago that we're gonna have again,
Yeah.
we didn't have that problem. You know why? All the banks are outside owned. So in order to qualify to buy a house, there's a lot of things you gotta have. You gotta have 6 years living here, 4 years living, 6 years living here, 4 years at your job, 20% down and immaculate credit. You don't have that, they're not gonna look at you. I think that's how it should have been. But you can borrow money from outside, or you can come with cash. No one will say nothing. But in order to use the local banks, you better have what I mentioned. Now, if you look around, you notice all the homes, they're all multifamily. Not everybody owns a house. People rent. The average studio goes anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a month. You got 2 of those, there's your mortgage. A lot of people think taxes are high. $500,000 home, tax on that a year is $800 to $1,000 a year. It's not bad. But the property insurance for that house, that same $500,000 home, anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 a year. I pay $17,000 a year for property insurance. You better have it. You better have it.
You almost make a heck of a lot of money.
Well, you got, yeah, we do pretty good. Listen, guys, people ask us about the, you know, minimum wage and all that. If you're not driving one of these or working in a boat charter, hotel, bar, restaurant, jewelry store, you're not making money, guys.
It's all
That's why we're the minority. A lot of people graduate, leave, and never come back. It's all hospitality. We have all the major resorts here. Ritz-Carlton, right now, Ritz-Carlton St. Thomas is the #1 Ritz-Carlton in the Caribbean. We have Marriott that's getting ready to open up as a Westin. We have timeshare. We have Airbnb. We have Wyndham, tons of Wyndham properties. Margaritaville, St. Thomas is the only Margaritaville out of 5 Margaritavilles in the world. Well, actually 6 now. I think he's opening up another one. That he actually owns, St. Thomas. The one here. He actually owns it and has Wyndham running it.
So those are the best jobs here to have?
Not the best, but I mean,
They pay.
But decent money to earn.
That mom and dad, you can go and work for the government. Yeah. If you live with mom and dad and you don't have any expense, no bills,
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
Good life.
And believe it or not, 60% of the population works for the government. But that 60%, more than half of that does both. You got firefighters that do what I'm doing, police officers that do what I'm doing, school teachers, educators, people that work for the government in daytime, a hotel, a bar, a restaurant, a jewelry store on the weekends. Everyone caters to tourism, guys. Everyone. All right, our shipping port down below. Remember, St. Thomas is a hub. Everything is shipped here and distributed to the other islands because we have the deep water.
Yeah.
Remember,
It's a huge
that boat, this is one of out of 5 places in the world that boat can actually pull up and dock because of our deep water. Where that boat is where the military base was, the naval base. Originally, St. Thomas was a naval base. From 1917 to 1931, the Navy repaired diesel-powered submarines. Not anymore because everything's nuclear-powered. So because of the coral, all that was discontinued. We're still rated one of the best snorkeling and scuba diving by Scuba Magazine, and still rated having some of the best coral in the Caribbean.
And that was the U.S. Navy?
That was U.S. Navy, yes. Let me jump in and use the PA. We're going to continue on, okay, guys?
It's raining.
And this one is beautiful.
Yeah, I love that
I
one.
love this one. No. It's nice.
The water is so rough. Nope. Look behind you. Not that thing. Nothing.
What are the drinks for free?
There's no any drinks for free.
There's not
No drinks for
there's
free.
no free here on this island, right? Everything
Gonna
costs
be here
something.
all day.
Girl,
They said
my card is
ship on
crying.
land.
Crying after this week, my debit card's like that. Please, Lord, have mercy on
No
me.
drinks for free, baby.
Nothing's free. I wish though.
They
Unless
said
you want to
nothing-
get some juice or
nothing's free
something,
in this
but
world. For you or your girl.
I tell you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna take you to the
Go to your summer bar, JB.
I'm gonna take you to the altar.
Nothing is free in this world for you or your girl.
So let me get this sunscreen together on my face for these folks think I'm in white.
Well, look, they
Throw my
so
stuff
off.
over here.
They'll be
Over
strong.
here.
No, no, don't put it on the ground.
What?
Put it on the
I don't wanna take a
table.
picture of these.
No.
All right.
You're gonna get sand all in your
And then
stuff.
this, I'm gonna.
Okay.
You put your sunscreen on?
I sure did.
Okay, good.
What about Josh? Yeah, what's up?
What's up, baby?
You going in the water? Oh. It's gonna rain. The sky gonna open up.
It's chilly. It's super windy. I could tell it would be chocolate. I looked off the boat
Yeah.
I don't see any break in the clouds. That's why I feel like it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Hello, good morning, welcome to CocoCay.
You need to blog about what nice.
But the Jamaican? You want them come sue me? That's a shame though. The Jamaicans will watch. Come make comment and cuss me.
You can't cuss on and say, and people don't punish you. You just relay the information. They're not cussing them.
I guess this is their ideal day. Or they usually complain, say it's hot. So then welcome this day.
Good for them, not good for me. I just had a big day, right? This is the grand finale, not true?
Talk.
That's not how they're supposed to work. Ma'am.
So they have we're at CocoCay in the Bahamas, and they have their this is the Royal Caribbean's own island.
Perfect day at CocoCay.
Perfect day at CocoCay. So they have the food set up for everybody. So it's buffet style. Everybody serve each other. So they have paper plates, and then they have paper utensils individually wrapped. They also have the hand washing station back there. Right there. I will leave them food. The birds them went in. Oh my god. In 2 seconds. And they have an ice cream station back there.
That we do not serve ourselves.
That we don't serve ourselves. There's somebody there serving
For sanitary purposes.
for sanitary purposes, which is really good. Oh, they have gift stores over there. At the craft market.
We need to walk and tour the whole place.
Open our lunch before we get back on the boat.
We're on a small private island.
Like really?
Taking the tour out here is foolish. It is. It's foolish.
That's right.
close to you, to the birds of the day. I'll run for miles just to get up the taste. Must be love or rain. Yes, I keep feeling this race. It seems like it looks like it would be so good, and I can't get enough. Must be love or rain. And it keeps hurting my pain. No matter what I do, I'm so good and love you, and I can't get enough. Must be love or rain.
We're leaving. I'm so sad. We're going home.
Well, Carribean, it's been real. We about to cry, but I'll be back.
Yep. Now we gotta go through customs. Customs.